I'm going to show you my app and my app's website, and I'll really hope you guys will like it and you'll start following along. My app should be released around the end of June of 2012 or maybe the beginning of July of 2012. It's actually all done, so you guys are going to get to see that today. And all I'm doing right now is just trying to promote it, so you guys can help out with that. So let's get started. So when you first launch the app, you'll see this little arrow right here. Right, it's bouncing next to the help button, and that's just to get users to click the help screen because the goal of my game is to obviously make it a good game, but to make it as simple as possible, nothing too complex. So I really want to help out users here. So you can click on the help screen, and then you get the the help screen as the button implied. So what it says is you're in the city at night, don't touch the toxic slime on the buildings, and you get a little screenshot to the next of it, to the right next to it. It had to be a little small due to the screen proportions, but it was about as good as I can get it. And it's like a sliding screen, just like the home screen, so you can slide to the next one. It says tap to the left side of the screen to drop your ball lower, and tap the right side of the screen to hop. So I guess now would be a good time to explain what my game actually is. My game's called Twilight Hop, if you couldn't tell from the title, and the goal of the game is it's like an arcade endless runner game. You could compare it to Doodle Jump or Temple Run, I guess, in the fact that it never ends. It just keeps coming and coming. And you don't actually have to move your ball forward or anything, similar to how Doodle Jump kind of hops automatically off the platforms and Temple Run keeps the guy running. The ball keeps hopping forward, and all you have to do is tap the right side of the screen to make your ball jump, and tapping the left side of the screen jump starts the gravity on the ball, so you could drop the ball quickly also. And I don't know if I just said this, but if you touch the green slime on the buildings, you die. And the more coins you collect, the faster your score increases, and the goal is just to get the highest score possible. And you can collect the coins in game and spend them in the store on different balls that you can control. There's 8 different balls, and then there's also 5 different power-ups that you can level up. So you'll see that too. And this is a list of all the power-ups. There's the slow power-up, which slows your ball down, which may sound sort of opposite of what you'd like, but it's actually a lot more helpful because it's easy to navigate through all the buildings. There's a really low chance of dying, and it will increase your score a lot. Then there's the coin boost, which just gives bonus coins. It's pretty much just a super ultra coin that gives a lot more coins than a normal coin. And then there's the coin multiply power up, which multiplies the value of coins depending on the coin multiply level. It could be 2 times or 3 times, and I actually can't remember. It might be 4 times also when you max it out completely. Then there's the no objects power up, which stops creating the buildings that spawn on the right side of the screen and move to the left, so you can't die. And then there's also the score boost, which just gives bonus points. And then, well, let's play. You guys can see. On the iOS 5 simulator, it runs really slow. I just forgot that. But right now, when you see me drop quickly, like I just did there, and right now, that was tapping the left-sided screen. And right now, I just tapped the right side of the screen to jump. And that right there was a coin boost. I just collected extra coins. And so there's 2 different kinds of buildings. There's the circular buildings, and then there's the rectangular buildings. And the rectangular buildings, they are, how should I say this? All different buildings spawn in it at different sizes. There's certain guidelines for the building spawn size, but the circular buildings, the image stays the same, except it's different for the, like, you can see the, oh, I just died. Let's restart here. The circular buildings, the image stays the same, it gets scaled, and on the rectangular buildings, the image is cropped, so it's a little difference for the images that spawn between the rectangular and circular methods, but the basis is still the same for the size. So as you get farther along, you don't die, the buildings spawn faster and closer together, so it gets a little challenging, so you can't so it's harder to stay alive, and your ball also increases velocity. And there's particle effects. If you haven't noticed, when I died, I'll die here. There's the green particles. This is really a bummer about how slow everything looks, but it's smooth on the iPhone and iPod Touch. Also, it's only going to be available for the iOS 5 software, so if you don't have that, you're going to have to get that to play this app because it uses the GLKit framework and the iOS 5 Twitter framework and a whole bunch of other frameworks that are only available with iOS 5. And there's also the particle effect when you collect a power-up, except it's not green like it is when you die, it's gold. You'll see that if I encounter another power-up. But I'm going to see... I'm probably going to cut some footage here, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to have to get some coins by other means, which involves me going into the app code and giving me coins, or actually, well no, I'll show you that right now, how I can get coins by other means, which everyone can get coins by other means. Oops. Here's the pause feature. You can resume, and then there's a countdown so you don't get hit by a building right away. Let's go to the store. So go to menu and go to store. And here's all the power-ups you can level up. I guess I can level one up right now. Let's see, coin boost. Are you sure you would like to purchase a coin boost level up for 100 coins? Yes. And there you go, I'm up one level. And there's a maximum of 5 levels you can level up. And then if I tried to do it again, I don't have enough coins, so it says you do not have enough coins to make this purchase. Then here are the 8 different balls. And that's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to buy a different ball and use it. And so what you do is you click on Get Coins. I'll show you Get Free Coins first. When you click on Get Free Coins, it launches the Tapjoy. And there's a whole bunch of different incentives that you can complete to get coins. And those are all, well, I think most of them are free. No, a lot of them are free, but then some of them are... some of them cost money, but you get another app for it. It's called, I think it's incentive advertising. I don't know. You can go on tapjoy.com, I think is the website. And so then here's the other part. These are just in-app purchases for all the different coins. You can get 1,000 for 99 cents, 2,500 for 199, 4,000 for 299, and 7,500 for 499. So I'm just going to buy this one right here. So I'll click buy, and I have to sign in. Oh, what is my contact? When you make an iPhone app, you have to make test iTunes accounts, and I'm not quite sure what mine is. Let's see if I can take a guess here. Alright guys, sorry about that. I couldn't remember my contact information, so I had to get that all set straight, but now that I've logged in, I'll show you. So I'm going to purchase a 7,500 pack. So it says, do you want to purchase one extra large coin pack for $4.99? And this environment sandbox thing is just because this is a testing application. That won't actually be on the app that you guys could buy. So I'll click buy. And it says, oh, that happens because I just actually... See, I don't exactly know how to explain this, but basically it's not my fault. It's because I couldn't remember my contact information, so I tried so many times, so it kind of gets clogged up in Apple's system. But as you can see, I actually already purchased one, so let's see if it works now. Yeah, there we go. So I just purchased another extra large coin pack, so now I actually have 15,000 coins, and there's also like 1,000 coin pack, small coin pack I could buy, and your purchase was successful. Of course it's successful. I made this app. It's not gonna not work. No, I'm just playing, but let's see. I'll max out coin boost so you can see what happens when you max out. Just keep buying, and it increases by 100 coins each level. And then when I get to that, it just says max, and when you try and buy it, it says you cannot purchase this. You have the maximum level. So that's a pretty cool feature. I was pretty proud of that. Let's see. I'll purchase a ball here. My favorite is the skull ball, just because I think it looks the coolest. The rainbow ball, and the monkey ball. Oh, I like all of them. I mean, come on, it is my app, but let's see. I'll play with the skull ball because that probably looks the best. So let's see, and once it's activated, you can play with this one. And so to activate the ball, you just have to go into the store and click on it once it's bought, and then it'll be activated. I don't know. It'll show you when it's activated because it has the activated label on the ball purchase. So yeah, that works too well with it. I'm going to try and see if I can find a coin boost. I'm just going to skip some footage now, so when I run into one, you guys will be right back. So yeah, see you then. Oh, here one is, and there. As you can see, I just got to, what's the number? I think it's 200 coins, maybe 250 coins. Yeah, it might even be 250 coins since I had the maximum level for coin boost. So it's obviously beneficial in this game to maximize your power-ups because then you can get huge coin amounts like this. And now my score is going up like crazy, and it gets really great when you get a whole bunch of coin boosts in a row when you're really lucky, and then your score is just going up and up and up. So I really like that about this game. It has a little bit of luck into it, which a little luck can't hurt anybody, and it just makes the game a lot more fun. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but whenever you get another power up, one that involves time orients with it, like the no objects power up, which stops buildings from spawning for a certain amount of time. Then there's the coin multiply, which multiplies coin values for a certain amount of time, and the slow level, the slow power up, which slows your ball down for a certain amount of time. There's a counter right here, uh, right next to the coin label, which shows how many coins you've collected, and it shows how many seconds are left that you have in the power up. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but I'll skip ahead to that too. And here's one. And you can see I got the slow power up, and it's on 1 second now because I didn't talk fast enough. But it starts at 5 seconds and it goes all the way down to 0 before it removes itself when you're out of the power up. So I'll show you what happens. I'll go more in depth with what happens when you die. So when you die, there's the green particle animation, and then this is quite handy. Once you score a certain amount, once you play a certain amount of times and you score a certain score, I added this little feature in here because I assume since you scored that high, you are enjoying the app. So I use this to try and get higher ratings and get 5 stars. So it says, if you enjoy Twilight Hop, please rate it in the App Store to support us. And you can rate it now. If you click maybe later, it will never pop up again, but they can always go to the App Store themselves and rate it. So it shows your score right here at the top of the screen on the death screen, and it shows the coins collected, the total coins you have from all the rounds that haven't been spent yet. And then there are, I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, but I guess this is a good time to show the objectives. So there are, I can't remember how many objectives there are, but it's similar to Game Center achievements. It's just I implemented my own system instead. And this screen right here shows what objectives you completed in the past game. So I just collected 150 coins. I scored 50,000 points, 100,000 points. I've just played 5 games. So I'll show you that screen next after the death screen. And then you have an option to share your score on Twitter. I'm not going to show this because I don't really want to post my scores on Twitter or Facebook right now. And oh, would you look at that? I just left my app. And so now onto the objectives. So there's all these objectives. I'll scroll through them slowly while I talk about it. And you can only complete the objectives once, just like the Game Center achievements. And with each objective you complete, you up your score multiplier by 1, just 1. And your score multiplier starts at 1, and then once you complete an objective, it goes to 2, and then on to 3, and so on and so forth. So you can get your score multiplier all the way up to like 13 or 14, I think. I don't know. I haven't counted all these. But this is another incentive for users to keep playing because you want to complete all the power-ups. All the objectives to raise your score multiplier to get the highest score possible. So there's a whole bunch of different things you can do to raise your scores. And now I'll move on to the leaderboards. And these are just all the leaderboards. Or not all the leaderboards. There's only one leaderboard for the app, and I don't know. It's not letting me scroll down. Oh, there we go. So my high score is 4,827,483, which is pretty darn good in my opinion. And then then there's my dad who scored 3,214, but not too bad for an old man. But well, I liked this feature because it adds Game Center, and I feel like a lot of good apps have Game Center, so it was kind of a necessary thing for mine to have. Then there's the share button, which you can just share this app on Facebook or Twitter, and it will just say, hey, check out Twilight Hop, I really like it, you should play it too. And that's about it, just a little social media marketing there. I'll just hit cancel, and then there's this little settings thing right here in which you can just turn Game Center on and off because your score is automatically submitted. Excuse me. Your score is automatically submitted to Game Center, so your highest score is the score that you'll see for yourself on the leaderboards. And so that's about it for my app, guys. I hope you like it. I'm going to move on to my website and a little other stuff now, so see you then.